Can't believe Paula Deen's going to be in my kitchen today. Oh, hi Paula. Gal, I'm so excited to be doing this. I just can't tell you. I watch you all the time. I feel like you are in my kitchen a lot because I have a lot of your products. Really like your knives especially. My name is Sandy Shepard and I live in a little log house out in the country way outside of Norman, Oklahoma. I'm not originally from Oklahoma, but I have been here longer than where I came from now, so I'm an official Okie, I feel like. And I grew up north, just northern part of Iowa as a matter of fact, and so I feel like when I came to Oklahoma I brought some of the best of the northern cooking style down and incorporated it now into the best of the Oklahoma styles. And Oklahoma has such a big variety that they borrow from different cultures. I think from Texas, from Mexican cuisine. It's kind of the melting pot of cuisines in the United States, I think. And so anyway, today what I'm going to fix, and this is going to be really, really good, I can tell, since I'm from Norman, Oklahoma, home of the Sooners, I thought I would call it my Sooner Southwest potato salad. I don't know about you, but tomorrow's Easter, and every year I always make pretty much the same thing. I mean, with exceptions here and there. But I always make my same potato salad because everybody in the family really likes it. Well, this year I thought, I'm going to take a chance and do something a little bit different. And this contest has given me that opportunity to try something new and a little bit out of the box and see how my family likes it. So, I'm just finishing up the bacon, and I will be telling you all the ingredients that I have in this and the amounts, and we'll recap that in just a minute here. I'm just wanted to get this bacon out, and what I'm going to do is I've already prepared and chopped my veggies, and I'm going to put these into the grease. Let me grab a spatula here. And I'm going to put these into the bacon grease, my onion, and some portobello mushrooms, and just saute them for a little bit. And so while I'm doing that, I'm going to put you on hold in this area of the house right now, and I'll be back in a minute to give you a recap of all the other ingredients I will be putting together. I'll be right back. For this recipe, I'm using a sweet large onion. I'm not sure if it's a Vidalia. At the supermarket it just said sweet onions. So whatever is in season wherever you live is fine, as long as it's sweet and large. Use half, do a rough chop, not a fine chop, and you'll be good to go. Now in a small bowl, mix together a half a cup of whole milk ricotta cheese, 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, and a 1/8 ounce container of Philadelphia chive and onion cheese spread. Zest your lemon into the bowl and mix thoroughly. Next, add 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of celery seed, and 1/4 teaspoon of Saigon cinnamon for a little extra zing. Okay, I'm back. Everything's ready to be put together, and I'm going to do it right here. My kitchen doesn't really have a nice wide island, but I have this bar top. It's just kind of hard sometimes to see anything. That's why I'm doing this filming from up higher than normal. Okay, I've got my potatoes. I'm just going to chop the bacon, give it a rough chop. Kind of like the pieces a little bit bigger, and you can either crumble it or chop it. It works either way. If you're going to chop it like this, then I like to just kind of not have it real crispy, super crispy, just so that it chops a little bit easier and doesn't just all break apart. This will almost be, since it's got some hot elements in it, it's kind of a toss between a German potato salad and Western potato salad. I'm not quite sure. Now, because of the salty bacon, I do want to put, because of, I haven't really salted the potatoes. Well, yes, I did. I did put salt in the water while they were cooking. And, by the way, I used 6 or 7 medium-size Yukon Golds for this. I'm just going to add a little bit of good sea salt and several turns of fresh pepper. Now, all of these things that that I just went over with you in review. Here's my hot element, my sauteed mushrooms and onions. This is my cilantro, and instead of pickles in this, or pickle relish, or dill pickles, or however, what kind of pickles you like in your potato salad, I decided to use pickled jalapenos that are already sliced, and I used a half a cup of those and just gave them a good chop. And so we'll add that now. Okay. Now I have been, now here's the good part, the dressing. And this is where the Philly cream cheese comes in. I grow all of my own herbs in the garden, and the only thing, of course, in the winter here, we've had a horrible winter in Oklahoma. I don't know about where you're from, but we had record snow this year, and usually Christmas you're running around in short sleeves, and this year was not like that. So anyway, I have no herbs that grow during the winter, obviously. With the exception of one, I'm lucky enough to have a hardy rosemary. And I can go out and get fresh rosemary anytime I like. So that has been a treat. I've had that thing for years, and it's almost a tree. Well, it's not quite a tree, but it's a big shrub. And we really enjoy that. But the reason I picked the Philly with the onions and chives is because of the chive factor. It's really hard here in the middle of Oklahoma to get, even at the supermarkets. It's not like East Coast and West Coast. We can't seem to get big bulk quantities of fresh herbs, and they're in little tiny packets and they're real expensive. So I usually just wait. Oops, excuse my finger. And I usually just wait and grow all my own herbs to use the really, really fresh ones. Otherwise, a lot of times I just use the dried. Now, since tomorrow is Easter, this is going to go into a pretty bowl. And I'm going to get as much, I don't want to leave any of this good stuff behind. And, oh, that is very pretty. You've got the green of the cilantro. You've got the bacon, gives it some color. Just very pretty dish. Just scrape some of that off. And what you can do, of course, whoops, I'm making a mess. What you can do, of course, is put a little bit extra of the cilantro, sprinkle it on top. I have to taste this. I didn't find out about this contest really very long ago, until very long ago, so I haven't had a lot of time to pre-test anything. So let me take a bite and I'll tell you what I think. They're not going to be mad at me. Oh, that's good. There's kind of that afterburn of the jalapeno. But it's pickled, and so it's kind of a sweet. It's excellent. Whew, they'll remember this one. Thank you so much for coming into my home and letting me have this opportunity. And I'll be back for all the other categories. See you later, Paula. Happy Easter.